I know where we need to go.
Back to the shack. Welcome back once again to the Shack Smack. I'm your host, Matt Struve.
Yes.
Alongside me, my co-host, Michael Bailey.
Hey, what's going on?
And as always, we have our sound guy, Derek Wansmith. Thank you for tuning in to Season 3, Episode 4.
4?
Wow.
We went through 4 this year? Why do we keep doing this?
What sucks about football season, it just flies by.
It's already almost a quarter of the way done.
That's crazy. It's scary to think about.
Yeah.
Life in
We're
general.
hoping just the regular season, so maybe it's more like 15% for us. Am I right, guys? Let's go to the bowl.
And one thing, as long as we're on the subject of like time of year, we're still baseball fans because the Minnesota Twins
Okay, yeah.
are the division champs.
But then we just stop right there. That's where it is.
Let's do a little extra. Another football deserves a little bit of credit, right?
Football?
The Minnesota Loons.
Oh.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Making the playoffs.
Third year in MLS. Oh. Throw your scarves in the air with pride, boys.
And we also did hit 300 home runs. First team to ever do that, which was pretty cool too. Jonathan Scope did it after we clinched the division. He was probably hungover as shit.
Oh yeah, everyone had to be, right? All
Yeah.
that champagne, beer. And
Oh man, it was
time to be
great.
alive.
Way to go, Twins. Hopefully we don't just lose right away to the Yankees.
I feel good about it.
Yep.
Let's go to the game.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're going
let's do it.
to one of the games.
Anybody who wants to go, let us know.
Let us know. All right. One thing I just kind of want to get out of the way right away before we get into week 3 matchups is
Oh yeah.
me and Derek happen to make a bet on the podcast. And people listened to it, so they knew about the bet, so I couldn't really get out of it.
Couldn't get out of it. We're pretty popular
That's
now.
what you do with
The Browns, OBJ, disappointment, man. Come on. You got to go and...
I blame Baker.
It's Baker's fault? Is he the one that's playing bad?
Yep. I don't
Is
know.
it the play calling? Is it...
I don't know. I didn't watch the game or any other games.
I just
but
don't watch the Browns. So I don't
I'd
know.
like to. I like OBJ.
The Browns are
a lot.
supposed to be good. Nick Chubb's
just-
supposed to be better.
Played the Rams. I mean, it's a tough game. Like,
It is.
I feel like it was pretty blown over with the 20. It's 20-13. Like it was a close game.
I know, but they should have been able to do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Ugh, it was frustrating.
I know, but you know what?
But
Rules
where
are
were we?
rules.
Yeah, where were we?
Okay, and then we're going to also talk about another player, Julian Edelman, who had a great start to a game.
Yeah, lucky enough before he got hurt.
Yeah, he gets hurt. And I get lucky. But and I think, like, oh, I can do this. But OBJ does not deliver. And so the bet we're talking about is Derek got to change my name. And I have not seen it yet. He changed it. So if people looked at it right now, they'd see that it's changed, but I haven't seen it. So
Changed for like 10 minutes now.
Yeah, not that long. And let's just remember that I was the only one that knew about this, so I feel really good about that as well. I think it's great. I think personally it's going to devastate you, and I'm looking forward to revealing it.
And this is a live Wednesday reaction.
this
Live
yeah.
Wednesday reaction.
Yeah, because we
You know
see
it.
the future of some things, so
Exactly.
keep that in mind as well. And I said I'd have him do it on the podcast, so Derek, what the fuck's my name?
What you
Well,
got?
check it out.
Check it out
No.
yourself.
It had a little bit of art and a little bit of, that rivalry twist that I just wanted to stick you with that dagger.
God damn
And
it.
twist it
Oh my god.
right in the side.
Well, alright. I'm not even going to say the fucking name right now. We're going to move into...
You know it now, right?
Yeah, I just looked at it.
Well,
It's horrible. It's one of the worst things that it could have been, I think.
That's why I was like, when you
Holy
texted me
shit.
that, Derek, I was like, I approve this so much. He is going to
God
hate this.
damn it.
It works so perfectly.
Oh, man. God, it would suck to, like, win it with that name, too. God damn it.
Or especially if,
Or
like, he's in the championship.
Yeah. Oh, my God. And I lose him in the championship. Oh, God. Well, we're going to keep that in suspense because I'm not going to say it. Let's look at Week 3 matchups.
Yeah.
There were some good games. There were some bad games. But we'll get into it right away with not the worst game in the world for a dirty team, but it was John Dolan versus yours truly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, John Dolan had to go against you this week, who had 2 guys go for over 30, so a combined 67, 68 points, whatever it may be. That always sucks to go against.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
You didn't even advance McDonald at all on this one.
He doesn't get hurt. He gets hurt right away.
Yep. It's kind of a bummer, but as I'm looking at this, I mean, Keenan Allen did all you needed to do for your wide receivers.
Seriously.
Same goes for Kamara, but Chubb did a little bit more for you to help out. Rivers bounced back for a good game. That's
what
good.
You want to see out of Rivers. Every week I want to see that.
For sure. Montgomery needs more touches, but, I mean, you played all the people you had to play, and then John Dolan's players just were not good enough to match that. Although Shepard had a pretty nice day.
Yeah, way to go, John Dolan. Playing a few of your players that you needed to play to keep it kind of close, but
for most teams that you go against,
you would have beaten
me for sure.
Beaten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams this week, John Dolan. I'm sorry, almost half the league. So
not too dirty this week.
Yeah, maybe you're not as dirty. That's debatable, though. Let's we'll
get to that.
We'll get to that. But really, I think if I don't have Kamara and Keenan Allen going off,
this is a whole different
game. It's really close, but it is what it is. I needed those guys. They're my guys this year, so Keenan Allen's always been my boy, and he really showed like he's an elite wide receiver. But all right, let's move along. Sorry, John Dolan. The next matchup we're going to look at is Dylan versus my co-host Bailey.
All right, let's move along.
We're going to have to look at it a little bit.
Just analyze this take for take.
Take for take, second by second. I'll start it off again and say my team shit the bed. That's about it. Easy as you can explain it. I think the part where I felt like I was not going to win this. Greg Olsen had 2 touchdowns. He rolls up to 22 points. It was like 4 o'clock or something like that. And I was like, well, fuck, that's going to be it. Because, come on, Greg Olsen?
Yeah.
Come on. And then, Michael Thomas and Juju getting touchdowns from, backup quarterbacks. They
would have had
blows.
Average games at best without the touchdowns.
Yep.
And his running backs did exactly what we said they were going to do. Your running backs did not.
Nothing.
Yep,
tough matchup for Jacobs.
Yep.
Peyton,
I don't know.
They threw the ball.
Yep.
I mean, James had a great day. Mike had a great day. Mike Evans did. Just my team shit the bed, and there's nothing really I could do about it. Had some okay performances on the bench. Scary Terry. But, yeah. This wasn't a good week for me.
No. We all have bad poops time to time. And that was just a bad poop.
It's a bad poop.
And Dylan gets to become 3-0. I mean, he did have a pretty good week, 126.
Yeah, that's good points.
Patrick Mahomes, a beast. He's got Deshaun Watson on his bench, too. So that's... Dylan's really collecting those bench spots, I can tell you that much. Yeah. Let's move right along from this one to the sound guy versus the guy that's trying to sleep in the other room, so I'm trying to stay quieter.
All I do is wake up!
Derek has an awesome week. Awesome week.
Jesus.
But then something horrible happens in the process of him having an awesome week. Derek, do you want to say anything before we move forward, or
what do you want me to
You give a eulogy?
Give us for a high sprain.
High sprain, you could be out till week 11 or something like that.
What?
He's only
week 12.
And maybe they don't even have their bye week yet. That's week 11, so it's could be another extra week, if anything. But
who knows?
Go on, Derek.
It sucks.
What's
it
up,
does. It blows.
I'm sorry.
But your team looked great.
Yeah.
Right. And
Jackson's still staying like he's still number 2. Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
What a beast. Marlon Mack does what Marlon Mack does. Only 74 yards, but he gets that TD, which you need.
Right
really
at the
helps.
end, that helped so much. Well, I mean,
I think that really helps. I mean, you didn't need it, but like Austin Hooper coming in and having a great game. That's kind of.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns. That was kind of unexpected. Made up for Sony Michel's 7.1.
Right.
And he got a touchdown.
And he got a touchdown. Like, what is up with that?
like 4 yards or something?
Danny Trevathan
Whatever.
had a way better game than
Double.
Sony. What's going on, man?
There's so many weapons on that team. Like, it's.
Cooper Kupp, though, I think is your prize.
That blows.
Derek, you called it. You were like, Cooper Kupp's going to be the guy, and I always thought it was going to be Robert Woods.
Watch, he's going to go for like 5 points, and then Woods will get it 5.
I mean,
Cooper Kupp.
You never know.
Cooper Kupp is just like Adam Thielen. You got a better weapon ahead of you. Not a better weapon, a different kind of weapon ahead of you that people think is better. So it puts their number 1 defender on that guy and leaves their second, best on the other guy.
But maybe they will start putting their best on Cooper now. He's had 3 good weeks in a row now.
And it becomes Woods Show.
I mean,
ooh, I could change my name to Hollywoods. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, that would be good. I like that one.
I like my name though. It's fine. Tool, baby.
Not a lot of people get it though.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. That's why you gotta go out there and experience it. Just listen to it. Just get a little high and just sit back and take it in. It's the best album you hear in the last century. I promise you.
Century.
Yep.
Holy
Century.
shit.
Yep.
What other album did you hear in the...
I also listened to, I can't remember what it was. I think it was Instinct or Backstreet Boys. I really got into that when I was about 11.
Now One was the album of the century. All right, moving on.
Now One?
Wait. Let's just...
I like Now 6.
Say Bosty's team just...
What were we talking about?
I mean, Julio looks good. Not a lot of... Mark Andrews doesn't have a good game, which sucks for him. I, said that he should play Mark Andrews. Nelson Aguilar had 19. Oh, yeah. That was last week. Oh, jeez. I can see the future. Sorry.
The future's bright.
Sorry, boss. I think I've said it before. I don't like Derrick Henry. So...
Yeah, every week. Every single week.
So just imagine if he did have that touchdown right there. Look at it. Look at what his points would be. It is against Jacksonville, though. I'll give him a little bit of slack there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to talk about Boss's team a little bit because I felt like we didn't. Let's move along to Paul versus Burb. Kind of like the...
This is the toilet bowl shit match of the week.
Yep.
And it turned out to be... Burb just got lucky enough to play Paul this week.
Not the shittiest one, but this pretty bad.
It's pretty dirty. It's one of the dirty ones I think we've seen this year out of, especially a dirty player in Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
Although Will Dissly, look at that was cool for you.
Will Dissly.
Congrats. You did something right.
Yeah, and
your running backs just aren't doing it for you, though.
Yeah, who would have thought? Chris Carson and Gurley, you look at them and you're like, yep, they're beasts.
Probably trade Gurley to me.
I think Paul believes in Gurley more than other people do, so I think it's kind of got a too high of
we
value.
picked him at 5, so we should.
I'll trade him Sony
Jordy
Michel
Nelson.
for Todd Gurley.
Sony Michel for Todd Gurley. It's on the table. Hot take.
I'll try to best that.
Patriots team, always winning.
I really think that this could have been anyone's game out of the shit show of these two. Phillip Lindsay's story of the game, I think, right?
Yeah, I would say if anything on this entire matchup, Phillip Lindsay was by far in this matchup the backbreaker. And if he doesn't have a great game, this is probably a 91 to 92 game. So, Phillip Lindsay.
Phillip Lindsay
Hopefully
with the
that's
backbreaker.
different this week, but I mean, much different. We'll get to it.
I mean, we just kind of saw, because we can see the future, that the Green Bay Packers cannot run block. I mean, not run block, stop the run.
They cannot. No.
And Phillip Lindsay proved it last week. Howard and a little bit of Miles.
Yeah, like
Cook, even
Cook. Yeah,
Oh.
Went off. That big run he had was huge.
Yeah. Their run defense does not look good.
No, but their defense, their secondary
Has looked good. Yeah.
Okay, it's looked good.
But that's what they've invested in for so many years.
Yeah.
Now their other sides getting fucked, and so
can't balance it out.
I love it. We're kind of pumped about seeing the future. I can
GMs.
tell you that much.
We are very pumped.
Because fuck the Green Bay Packers.
Fuck
I can
'em.
tell you that much.
So Devontae. We'll talk about that later too.
But shit game. Burb gets lucky. I still don't think your team is that great, Burb. We're moving on.
Moving on. Bunch of dirty players.
This one's probably we could debate like game of the week. I think we debated this one and the other one, but we're going to talk about Getty versus Bisick.
Yeah, this was one of those. We knew it was gonna be like high scoring affair.
Both have good teams.
One of the better matchups for sure. And then Mike Evans and Ingram just steal it from them.
Seriously.
Like,
Holy
if both
shit.
those players have half the points they get, Getty
Which
probably
they
wins
should
this game.
only have half those.
That is nuts. 3 touchdowns from Mike Evans. He doesn't need a tight end spot at all. But he got 0.6 from it. Crazy performance. A bunch like Elliott with 125 just sees a touchdown. Like he has an even better game. Kyler, you had to go with Kyler, so I mean, you look good. You got
I like the name change. Yeah, it's a nice little touch.
Yeah.
Ingram toenail.
Was hurt. I hate those things.
And
Never had one actually, so I don't know.
I really think that Getty still has a good team. You hate seeing Diggs just not do anything.
It's tough for Diggs this year.
We just run the ball a lot against Oakland.
And throw it to Thielen.
Throw it to Thielen. Like, that's it. And
I mean, I enjoyed it.
I mean, we didn't even throw it to Thielen that much
hot take,
either, you know?
Would you trade, like, a Diggs for Jalen Ramsey? Straight up. I saw that on a site.
You saw that on the site, and I also saw that on a site.
Did you? I was like, I don't think I'd want to, but, like, it would make sense.
No, I don't.
Especially if
Who
Jalen.
would you use?
If I could get the skill of Jalen Ramsey without the drama of Jalen Ramsey, then I'd say yes.
Yeah.
But I don't want that drama of
He's
that.
not
Or do you
that
think
bad drama.
Zimmer could just kind of?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he could, yeah. But
Lay down the law.
Diggs is just one of those guys he's been there throughout this whole transition to what we are now.
And I still think a very talented wide receiver.
Just not getting the opportunity.
I think the best one, but
Looking
I mean,
opposite these days.
yeah, Diggs got a lot of targets at the Green Bay game.
Yeah.
He
should have had that touchdown.
Should have had that touchdown. Bullshit call by that
Bullshit.
stupid fucking refs of the Green Bay Packers.
He's only got 6 catches this year.
Oh my
That's
god!
just nuts to me.
I feel like he's had some taken away. We've watched these games. I mean, he's 69 overall. I'm not trying to. We haven't thrown the ball that much.
Yeah.
We've ran the ball a lot.
That sucks for him that that's his number one, and just the attention isn't there yet. And it's early. It's not even the core of the season yet, but I don't know. The wide receivers they were definitely questionable this week. It really hurts with Sammy only getting 8.9 as the best receiver that he has. So, I mean, really good week.
Evan Ingram.
The defense.
Bobby Wagner has 19 tackles.
Crazy.
Wow. That means he's just everywhere.
It was probably because Alvin Kamara ran it like 20-something times. I don't
Yeah.
know. Caught the ball like another 10 times.
And they're doing, Teddy was doing them short passes.
Right. That's kind of what he does.
Kamara, of course.
I love Teddy, though. No. I mean, really, his defensive players do great.
They really kind of kept him in this game.
His freaking safety picks up, I think, this week, gets a touchdown.
Of course.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious. But, I mean, good week, really good week for Bisick. The players he had to place, they performed. They did their thing, what they should have been doing all year. I mean, Ingram's been pretty good all year, but Evans finally did what he should be doing. And
They're doing the things we thought they would do.
Yeah, we had Bezic
Yeah, we
ranked
thought they
really
were.
high in the beginning, and then he just had this like fallout because these players weren't doing well. They finally have shown what they can do, and now Bezic's starting to raise up the rankings again.
Yeah. Watch out.
Way to go, Bees. Getty, I'm a little bit worried about your team. I don't have the complete like flashers out, but like maybe I'm starting to like slow down a little bit. Like
Yeah, just
whoa,
pumping the brakes
whoa,
a
yeah,
second.
Mm.
We'll see how the next week goes.
All right, last match we're going to look at is Pappas versus Dion. We thought this was going to be the matchup of the week.
Yeah, turned out
And-
to
Was
be.
it?
It was not.
Ugh.
It was one of those blowout. My team is way better this week than yours.
And I think I've been riding this bandwagon since the beginning. I think everyone knew that this was going to come a little bit here, but I mean, John Pappas, I picked you. You have a good team. I'll see you in the championship.
Wow.
Wow, that was bold. Hot take. That was like,
God, it's hot here.
I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah. Naked. Hold on, boys.
But
What, you want to see it?
McCaffrey does what McCaffrey does. I feel like that's what you should see out of him
Back on
every
track
week.
with that.
You needed that. And then Tyler Lockett looking like, holy shit. I was so not a Tyler Lockett fan
No,
either.
neither was I.
No, I've never really been. He's just that, like, deep threat guy to me.
Yeah.
Like any other fast guy in the league, but the targets and the catches were there, so. Tom Brady's still Tom Brady. He's a top 5 quarterback at age 57.
God
so,
damn, how
like,
the hell does he keep doing what he can do?
It's nuts.
And you bench Aaron Rodgers, and it's a good idea. I mean, you
Yeah.
made the good move there.
He did.
And then he's got the combination with Edelman, the bet that we
Yeah,
had.
even his bench was fantastic. Jesus.
Yeah.
You'd have the name of the team that your team has
My
not been
team?
said yet.
Yeah, I know.
When will that be?
I mean, I was going to wait for you to say it.
Why can't you say it?
I don't really want to say it.
Let's go.
We'll say it. We'll
Wait,
say
hold
it in
on.
the ranks. We'll say it in the ranks.
Yeah, we're gonna say it during the next matchup.
All right.
Because it'll be perfect, actually.
Okay.
I'm
We done?
sorry, Dion. Well, you got to talk about Dion a little
Oh,
bit
we
here.
did. Oh, yeah, we do.
OBJ underperforms. I mean, the Rams, I guess, have a good defense. I don't know.
Yeah.
Waller just goes off.
Yeah.
He's the only guy that can do anything against the Vikings. We don't have Anthony Barr out there. I think that kind of...
I mean, he got
Added.
all that in garbage time, though.
It was a lot of garbage time, I agree. They threw him the ball a lot, but the whole game almost, they threw him the ball, man.
I'm telling you, he's the Jared Cook of this year.
All right.
He's the Jared Cook.
That's what you're gonna say.
I was really hoping that Jared
Better.
Cook was going to be Jared Cook, but he's not. But
No, you need a blanket kind of guy. Breeze isn't a blanket kind of guy. He's got Michael Thomas's blanket.
yeah, I see what you're
Who's
saying.
Who's
You
Carr
got
have?
Kamara.
Tyrell, and then there's. We talking about?
Yeah.
Jared
No, Waller. He's got Waller.
One thing we're kind of pumping the brakes on Dion a little bit is Aaron Jones only gets 19 yards. He
19.
gets 2 touchdowns, which makes
Wow.
his day look so much better.
Yeah,
But Aaron Jones doesn't
Lord.
really catch the ball very much either, and he had, I think, 1 reception.
He had 1 reception
So,
for 4 yards.
and then you think that Austin Eckler, the guy that's been carrying a lot of this team, is not
Yeah.
gonna.
He does not do very well at all.
He does bench Joe Mixon
Yeah.
here for a flex play, I guess, of Ridley
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
And-
I get it, but I don't know.
against
It's-
Indianapolis. I guess Buffalo's defense has been pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, they have.
But pretty frustrating, I guess, that you made that move. You hope that Mixon is kind of seeing. I've heard some reports that he's going to be looking better.
He might be your best running back now going forward.
Yeah, seriously. And you benched him last week. That's crazy to think about. But yeah, he might be, because we can see the future a little bit, and we predict that we might see Melvin Gordon sooner rather than later.
Yep.
And that kind of is going to hurt Eckler.
I think we'll
even
have
though
one good week left with him. So live it up. and then prepare for the decline.
And I also think that you could probably get off, or I guess you could get off for this, I guess. But Austin Eckler could be a flex play.
Disgusting.
Horrible choice of words. I feel like.
Yeah. I kind of stumbled through that. We've been drinking, smoking. It's Friday night. No, Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
But we party like it's Friday.
Party like it's Friday.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday night.
Yes. It's our thing. But way to go, Pappas. Do what I predicted and keep doing. Your team should be good moving forward. I like it a lot. Now we get to go to our favorite part of the podcast, or
some people's not favorite. Like
not favorite, I guess, for some people, but it's always fun. It's the rankings. What the fuck was that? All right. Well, the rankings, we're going to go through the ESPN ones quick. I don't know where ESPN gets some of these. I just don't understand it.
It's getting weirder and weirder every single day.
They get a couple of them right. Don't get me wrong. They get it on both sides, but then they kind of mix up some things in the middle, and it's kind of like, what the hell are you thinking? But we go through this quickly. John Pappas, number 1. Sam Getty, number 2. Sebastian, number 3. Bezic, number 4. Yours truly, number 5. Dion, number 6. Bailey, number 7. Burb, number 8. Derek, number 9. Dylan, number 10. John Dolan, number 11. And Paul, number 12. But, those don't really matter, because what matters is
our opinion.
Our opinion is.
Love our opinion.
The Shack Smack. So, I think we always like to start things off with the dirty.
A real dirty conversation.
We work our way up here. We try and get through these dirty ones rather quickly. And for number 10 this week, after, having a win, it wasn't a very good win.
Yeah.
We had them drop a little bit in the rankings.
Because we can.
Because that's what we
love
do.
It.
It's our main man from Maryland.
Main man from Maryland, I like that.
Main man from Maryland, Matthew Berberich.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run.
We're sorry, Burb. I know you're probably not liking that you are in the dirty right now.
I bet it just fuels you.
Oh, God.
Show them this week.
Oh, man. I don't know. But
They'll respect me one day.
Burb, you just barely scooped by and beat the worst team. But we'll get into that in a second here. I don't think you can rely on your running backs. I mean, Phillip Lindsay getting that many, I just don't think it's going to happen every week.
Yeah.
I do like Josh Allen. That Buffalo offense looks a little bit better. If Devontae Freeman could maybe step it up, and then maybe DeAndre Hopkins as well for you.
Yeah,
but
DeAndre really needs to get going again, because he is, I think, the best receiver in football. And it's been pedestrian in his case. So I hope it goes another week.
But moving right along, anticipation's probably killing you guys. Clawing his way out. He's been there for a while.
He's become the new me.
He has pulled just on the bootstraps of the dirtiest to get up there. It's John Dolan as the dirtier.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
Sorry, you had to face Matt Struve team that looks pretty good, so. But hey, way to put up more points than you have all year.
I'm proud of you.
That's about it.
That's what we're gonna say.
I think that's
probably the most positive, dirtier comment we've had to make.
Yeah. At least he's better than last time.
Yeah. Scored more points than last time. And
We're beating 5 people this week. Like,
yeah.
That's almost half the league.
that's almost half the league.
Not the whole league, but almost half.
So I like the progress. Progress is good.
But I think we all know the whole reason. I mean, I think he might not be here. He had to go on a date with Tasia or
There's
something
quotes
like
around
that.
that date as well.
Excuse for not wanting to talk about.
But I
his
think
0-3 team.
he did not want to talk about his team. We're talking about Paul.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
It's a dark place. You don't want to be there.
And I'll be honest, I've been preaching this since the beginning. I think Paul has a horrible team.
Horrible.
Especially with Antonio Brown
Yep.
and
Gurley and Carson not doing what they should be doing. Ugh. Wide receivers don't scare me that much. Will Disley.
Will Disley.
Yeah.
You're all-star.
Will Disley perform?
No, you gotta hope that Gurley will bounce back. Carson doesn't get taken over by Penny.
Shot, yeah.
But
I don't know.
I mean, I still believe in T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah.
I think he should be okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Allen Robinson, though, I don't.
I still don't really believe in Trubisky, even though he did have a better game last week. I don't believe in him.
Yeah, but
Hopefully,
if he has a better game and like Allen Robinson only puts up like 9 points, not that great for Allen Robinson. If that's
Yeah.
his best, one of his better games.
of this season. I see what you're saying. But yep, sorry, Paul.
You suck,
Wah wah.
jackass.
And now we're just gonna go up the list. A guy that is trying to sleep right now, and I'm probably being too loud.
Could this happen to me?
Sebastian, we have you at number 9.
Number 9.
Your team just hasn't performing.
Got some good matchups.
Yeah, you've gotten lucky against a couple of people, I think. I think I've preached this before. I don't think you have a very good running back.
I wouldn't want your team.
I'm worried about your team a little bit. I'm not saying you're going to be in the dirty. You could bounce back, but
You're still 2-1. Like,
you're kind of. It was hard to do these next few, so that's half the reason why you're down
Just
there.
kind
So you
of
just
thrown in there.
thrown in there, yeah.
Whatever happens.
you stuck, so that's it. It's you.
And then we have a 3-0 team, our current champion,
That just beat me.
that just beat Bailey by
The slimmest of 30 points.
just barely 30 points.
Felt good
or
for like
a little 30.
2.5 hours.
I really didn't have a say in any of this. Jeez.
Did you take a look at Dylan's team? Because you could take a look at it and you could tell us why he
asked
should be
you.
higher.
We asked you, and you were just
We
like,
don't
well,
think Dylan's team is good.
We'll look at the matchup.
Well, we don't think Dylan's team is good.
All right.
Yeah.
We.
As a unit.
It's a Shack Smack unit.
Yep.
You've been hired.
Don't fuck this
You're
up.
part of this.
Fire you real quick.
Speaking of the sound guy, he's up next on this list at number 7. And really the only reason I think he's not above our co-host at number 6, Mike Bailey, is that he lost his best player, the number 1 pick in the draft this year, for probably, like I said, 8 weeks earlier.
Yeah, it's 4 to 8, but it's probably not.
8
Yeah, it's
So-
4 to 8, Derek.
for a high sprain.
High sprains are like the worst ankle sprains you can get.
For a running back that
Especially
needs to
for a
cut.
running back. That blows, Derek.
Come on. I know, I like your positivity. I like it, Derek.
It's good.
But you gotta
if
think
expecting
like you're
4
like
weeks,
you're like
you take a
oh
lap.
god.
4 weeks. 4
It's-
to
if you're
6.
thinking 6 weeks, you still might need to take a lap.
And they're gonna be so close to that bye week then that they're just gonna be like, well, we'll just rest him until the bye and then we'll bring him back if we're in the lead, or if we're vying for a playoff spot. If we're not,
Yeah. All right.
All right, and then Bailey, your team did not deliver well. We kind of yeah. And so that's the reason why you and Derek are right there, kind of not making that. You two are both just kind of
I don't have as bad of an injury.
right. That's the only reason.
Head injuries, but
And then someone that's made like probably the biggest leap last week to this week. Bezic, you jumped to number 5. Look pretty damn good, Beez.
you could maybe even argue higher.
Yeah, you could. The only reason, I guess, you dipped
that,
too far before.
Yeah, you can't go that high up. What do you think you are?
Yeah, you can't
This
just
is
jump.
our
that high.
podcast. We decide.
But your team is looking better. I could see you in the clean one of these days.
It's good that I got him out of the way already. So
Yeah,
and
good thing.
Lime, so I'm pretty happy about that.
And then at number 4, I think it's first time out of the clean, Sam Getty.
Yeah, he has gotten a little dirtier.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of his players have not been playing as well as he's hoped. His wide receivers, I think we did.
Yikes. Galladay up and down.
Yep.
Sammy Watkins, after the big game, has been very pedestrian. So things like running backs are still fantastic. What a combo to have David Johnson and Dalvin Cook.
Seriously.
These 3 teams that are ahead of him, they just look cleaner than Getty at this point of the year.
Yep. I agree. I might be a little biased, though, because
I don't think you have to be biased.
yeah, I have a good team. I have a good team.
I believe that too.
I think, debatably, you could say second best right now. Cook is number 1.
Yeah.
Kamara number 2.
Yeah.
I'm number 3. I'm in the clean, guys. First time in the clean this year. I'm putting up a tent.
Yeah.
I'm ready to stay for a little while.
You cannot have the tent yet.
Yeah, I know. I have a tent. I don't have like a home or anything in the clean. I'm just posting up.
You're like dragging your like clean trash bin around with you, like trying to figure out where to like just sit. I don't know what you do.
No, I'm in the clean, Derek. Mr. Number 7 over here. Just
Yeah, I'm in my
Loser.
my recycle bin.
we all just have a recycle bin that we just walk around with. That's how.
And then we hop in when we want to just go home.
What are we talking about right now?
What?
All right, sound guy. This is why we leave talking to the hosts.
I'll get back to that later. Though.
And I think the 2 that we debated last week, and I think we were wrong about. Dion is number 2.
Yep.
Dion, you're definitely gonna take probably another step down.
Yeah,
if
you might take some
Eckler-
tumbles here in the next future.
Yeah. I don't really know. I was so positive on your team last week,
Me too.
and then we hear the
All
Melvin
year
Gordon
ago.
news, and it's just kind of like,
You're just waiting for it to come, but you
Wait,
didn't think it'd
did
be
we
this.
hear this or did we?
oh no, we
did
foreseed
predict-
it.
Did
Yeah.
we foresaw it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we foresaw it.
All right. Yep, that's what we did.
That's what we do.
Yep, that's how we do things. And then that means number 1 guy I've been saying best team for a while here, John Pappas. Way to go, Mr. Salem, Oregon. We have this league stretches the entire United States,
Yep, coast to coast.
coast to
League.
coast. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does because we
One
have.
day I bet we'll go international.
Yeah. I mean,
So
someone could just move to Canada,
That's how
then we
they'll
can say
learn
it's international.
football, fantasy football.
there you go.
We'll teach them.
But what? Smacking them?
No, just
What was the?
just aggressive.
Capital punishment. Let's go. Get down.
Way to go,
57.
John Pappas. You have a very good-looking team right now. I don't see how you're not going to be hanging out in the clean every week, and I think I've said that for multiple weeks. I'm looking at a bunch of different things we've written on,
We have a
wrote
bigger
on.
sample size than what
Yeah.
we had from week 1 and 2, so we can,
Yeah, way to go.
Consistency has been there for Don Pappas.
Cool.
Way to go.
And that was the rankings, your guys' favorite part, I know. And
Yeah.
now it's time for us to use some of our foreseeing abilities.
Yep.
And we're going to look at week 4 matchups. get pumped.
Let's get pumped.
But still stay quiet. We wanted to get this one out of the way. It is Dylan Fisher versus John Dolan. Dylan gets lucky again, I feel like.
Yep,
is
Dylan
one of
gets
these.
lucky again because he gets to play a really bad team this week. And I say this week because he's got reinforcements coming eventually. But this week, man, Lionel looks poopy.
Yep.
Real poopy.
You had to face John Dolan. You're lucky that you got to face him in one of these first weeks. I was lucky that I got to face him.
Yeah, seriously. I wish.
Because in the future, I think he's going to have a better team. So, bright things ahead, but this week, not so much.
Not so much, yeah. It's just too bad you have to play Jason Witten as your tight end. Like, what's he? He's 12, so I mean, he's top 12, but like, you might as well be playing like Rudolph or maybe Irv Smith Jr.
Maybe.
He had a good game. I don't know. Wayne Gallman and Miles Sanders as your running back combination might be one of the worst I've seen.
That's kind of scary looking.
Miles Sanders looked good. He just didn't have the opportunities.
Yeah,
they
they just kept giving it to fucking Howard,
Too
who's
bad.
running well though, so I can't really. This is all future talk here.
Yep.
Remember, we're recording this on Wednesday.
Yep.
I guess I don't know really. I hate that we can just all kind of just. Dylan still doesn't have. He got Damian Williams back, so he can have Damian Williams. Detroit's defense has looked okay this year.
Well, Sean looked really good last week too. Like he had a lot of. So I feel like if anything, like Tariq Cohen has a tough matchup, and then all of a sudden it could be like a 50-50 with McCoy and Williams, and that might not bode well.
Yeah, and I think we talked about this last week, which they both got touchdowns this week to kind of like make it look better. But
Yeah.
Thomas has Teddy thrown to him, and Smith-Schuster has Rudolph.
Yep, Mason.
And so that's kind of like a hit, and I think John Dolan has the advantage on Amari Cooper, especially against New Orleans Saints. It's going to be a high-scoring game. I think they have to kind of keep up with Alvin Kamara a little bit.
Yeah, it should be a shootout kind of game. Be a fun Sunday night game for sure.
And even Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyler Murray's getting him the ball, and he's been...
Yeah, he's been consistent for sure.
Yeah.
Like his worst game is 12.1. So
That's what you want to see out of your second wide receiver.
seriously, especially when that's like 37, 8 years old. That's pretty good. Like you got to keep playing him. I feel like.
And I like Sterling Shepard right now. I think that...
He's on the up and up. He had a great game.
And if you have chemistry with the guy that's just starting out,
It's great.
I mean, that's like such positivity. I think that John Dolan's got to think like positive things about Sterling Shepard right now. Golden Tate comes back next week, I think, or
Yeah, it's a 4-game.
yeah, 4-game suspension. So he'll be back next week, but maybe he doesn't have the chemistry with Danny.
The pressure off of like we're not. Like the pressure of defense is keying in on him because obviously he's the number one other than Ingram. So more options against him makes Sterling look better. I think he can like get through these little. I don't know. I like Shepard right now.
But Josh Gordon, I don't know. The Buffalo defense looked pretty good. That's a tough play. He could, I guess, play.
There's no Antonio Brown stopping this week, so I mean him and Edelman. Is Edelman playing?
I'm not sure actually. John Pappas probably
I don't know.
knows. But I still don't think Tariq Cohen against us. God damn it! I feel like he always does well against us for some reason.
Maybe.
But I don't know. He hasn't been that good this year.
No.
He hasn't ran the ball much at all. He just lines up in the slot a lot.
Yeah.
Derek, you want to take a stab at who you think's gonna win?
Take a stab.
Twist the knife.
I'm gonna take a stab and guess Dylan by like 20. No, I'm gonna go plus 15.
Almost exactly what's projected. Oh, tough.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Tough,
That's
tough
crazy.
call there.
God, you're so smart.
You're just like
Yeah,
the
I
smartest.
think that's pretty accurate.
I'm gonna go bold and go with the 0-3 team here. I'm gonna go John Dolan
Wow, that's pretty bold.
because I don't think Dylan has a good team. Okay,
You're so brave.
I'm just saying it.
You beat me to it because I was gonna go with John Dolan as well.
Wow.
I think
You
Goff.
think this is the week?
Goff recovers and has a better game. I think the receivers and Gallman could have a good game. Who knows? I think the receivers, they don't look good as the names wise, but like the people that are throwing to them in the matchups, I think the receivers look better for John Dolan. He's not off to a great start. His kickers only got 4 points, but I'm feeling it upset in the waters.
I'd love it. I'd love to see it.
Of course we love it, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
It probably
I like it. I'd like it too.
feel a little ballsy right now.
Ballsy. Yep, exactly.
You gotta show her some respect. Saying.
Okay. We'll move on to the next one. It is Sebastian versus Paul. You can almost say this is like a toilet matchup
This is
in a way.
totally
It's a little
toilet
bit cleaner
ball.
than last week.
Last week was
but
pretty bad.
It's pretty chunky.
Both are projected under 100 points. We already see the future, and we know that not a good play for Aguilar for Boston.
Unfortunately, Aguilar,
Big
I'm
old
just
goose
foreseeing something, but I don't know if he gets a catch.
Don't think
Did
he
he
will.
even get a target?
I don't even know.
I don't remember.
You have to click
I
on
think
name.
just Derek,
All right.
I'm trying to
All
look at
right.
other things here. Come on. We're just seeing the future. The freaking. Okay. This is a tough one. I feel like they're both kind of.
Matchup of the week.
It's like the dirty, but
The super dirty.
The dirtiest matchup of the week you'll ever see.
I
It's like
think
baseball reference. The Royals playing against the Tigers. Backbreaker. Look up for the standings if you want. I don't care. Go
All right, I'll start things off. I'm gonna say that Paul Shackmoose bounced back and has over 115 points.
115 points.
That's what I'm gonna say. And beats Bost, who's gonna have about 100.
But
Paul's gonna have
just
more.
because we can see the future, I'm gonna go with Paul as well.
All right.
He's gonna have to change his name after this week. I feel like I can help.
He has experience.
I have experience.
I think if Paul goes for it and plays Howard this week, I feel really good about that. He's got to be just sick to his stomach right now, seeing a 3.1 or 31 point, whatever.
Yeah,
31.
Jesus. 3 total
Played
touchdowns.
him over Robinson. I mean, it was against Green Bay's defense, which you saw Cook and you saw all these other teams that have run pretty well in Green Bay. Maybe you did take a chance at it, especially with your running backs not playing very well.
I don't think I do.
I play him at flex.
Maybe over Deontay Robinson or
Yeah, maybe. But and like right now, just seeing that Aguilar has 0 points in the future that we can see, I'm gonna go with Paul too.
Wow, it's a sweep for Paul. And he's not even here.
Paul gets
Wow.
it. He should have been here. You know what? Dump Tasia and get over here.
Wow.
Some podcast.
Hey, we really like Tasia. Tasia's awesome.
Yeah,
so
once.
don't do that. She's
Never once,
awesome.
She did seem really
It's
cool.
just a podcast.
She's a better bowler than I was, I believe.
I've
That's
met
not
her
telling me.
more times than
Oh, you're cool.
No, I'm just saying that she's cool. She's not hurting Paul at all.
This is fantasy
Good for Paul.
football. True. This is the priority.
Priority. All right, the sound guy versus Dion.
All I do is win, no matter what.
I mean, Derek, you got your first win last week, so let's kind of settle down on the winning thing. But
You just like win.
and you have to face a Dion team that is, I mean, not too bad.
It's pretty hot.
We have him ranked at number 2, so just saying.
Yeah.
But if Derek wants to take a step in the right direction here, he
He needs this one.
would need
This is
to
a big
pull
week.
this.
I'll start
off.
this one.
It's not going to be easy.
Definitely not going to be easy.
So Eckler is the number 1. It's all him for one more week at least. He's put Mixon in. I think that's a great call as flex. Aaron Jones already has 14.8 because we can see the future. That's, it looks good for him. And Derek, I don't think your team can. Michelle has been such a disappointment this year. He's number 2 right now for you. That's all you can do. But I get that. But just Barkley being out just sucks. That is like that's like a guaranteed 15 points, and it's gone.
Yeah, it's
and
gone.
now Michelle could get like 5. Mac could have a great game.
Yeah.
And
I think he
would not
definitely
be
will.
surprised, But right now, I like Dion's team this week, and probably for a little bit of the future, just because Barkley's gone. That blows. So I'm gonna go Dion on this one.
I'm also going to go Dion on this one. Sorry, Dirk. Dion's team is still good this week.
Yeah.
I really think that Joe Mixon's going to have a surprisingly good game against Pittsburgh, who has been pretty good against the run, but I think he'll catch the ball a few times and have some good plays.
Yeah, so too. Be a little
And
safety blanket.
I don't think Eckler will have that great of a game, but ODB needs to bounce back. I feel like if Cleveland has any shot at pretending like they deserve to be like the division
hype
leaders
and
in
all
this,
that.
you have to beat Baltimore.
That's a tough one.
And it will be a tough matchup. We just saw Kansas City kind of throw a lot against them. Didn't we see the week before even? That was kind of a high-scoring affair as well, where they scored a bunch of points.
Yeah.
That first week against Miami, that was just,
It's
whatever.
Miami.
It's Miami.
But
Ridiculous.
I don't know.
That's where the
I
Super
think
Bowl's at.
that Derek, unfortunately, is
Shakira.
that we're going to say every time we mention the Super Bowl again? Or?
Yeah,
The halftime
Shakira.
show.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
J-Lo's just like around the corner. Why not me?
Derek, do you want to make an argument for yourself here?
Do you have one?
I don't know. I feel like I could. I'm under projected and he's over projected, but I think
This could be a wash. The QBs are washes.
Yep.
You could get like 10 more points than this. But then he could have like 20 more points than this.
the Michelle to Eckler.
Yeah, so the running backs he takes just because Eckler's going to be so much better than...
Cup is going to take away from Cooks.
Maybe. You hope.
That's what you hope.
Yeah.
Or maybe
This is actually probably going to be like...
Let's edit this out because I don't want it to.
I think we'll definitely
game-changer.
talk about next week which one of these is the backbreaker.
Yeah,
because
I
I think
agree.
that's what's going to come down to
The
probably.
Cup and the Cooks.
Yeah.
Cup and the Cooks.
Thielen is going to have to go against a tough Chicago team that...
On the road.
I know, and I've been thinking about switching because my bench right now for receivers is actually looking pretty decent right now.
Yeah, Hardman, I think, is an option.
Viable, over Thielen, but Thielen.
No.
You gotta play.
You gotta play
God,
Thielen.
yeah.
You don't.
Have
I was
to play.
thinking about we were talking about Marvin Jones shooting.
Flex spot, yeah.
Playing Kansas City.
Kansas City, though, you're
He had
right,
a
high
really
flying.
good game last week.
Then it'll go back to Galladay
He
the
had
week
the most
after.
points on my bench. He had 19 points.
Okay. And you're right. High scoring game. They're going to have to throw the ball out against Kansas City. I actually like the Marvin Jones play. You know what? Nope, I'm still going to stick with Dion.
Yeah. Even I'm like, yeah, he can have it.
You want to go with Dion on this
No,
one?
I'm gonna go with myself.
Okay. You
I
didn't want to
think it
sweep
will be
Dion?
closer
But,
than what the projections say,
yeah.
though.
I agree.
honestly
I
think
agree.
he's gonna win, but I'm gonna hope I win.
All right. I like the
It's
debate
a rough.
there.
I will say this is a rough spot for the loser right now.
Right.
Both teams
are good
playoff
teams. Yeah.
worthy fringe teams.
Better than
One's
a lot of
gonna
other
go 1 and
teams.
3.
Yeah, one of them's gonna have to be 1-3 to start
That's
off the
rough.
season. That is tough.
Not me.
Um,
I won't allow it.
I feel like this is kind of a prove it type of game as well. It's my co-host Michael Bailey versus Matthew Burbridge.
Yeah, I totally agree.
This is kind of like who is the actual better team here because you don't really know when you.
Look at two pieces of garbage.
Whoa.
Oh, Derek, I'm ahead of you.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Derek, come on.
Sucking bitch.
Wow, I didn't
But
say
we-
those words.
I did. Same.
It's a 2-1 Burb team that we don't think is very good. Hopkins should be good. He should be good. But then when I look at the rest of the team, I just,
Lindsey with a really tough matchup. Dorsett, you're playing the third guy for.
against
New
Buffalo,
England against Buffalo's a
who's
good,
been
good defense.
like really good defense, like a really good defense. Burb, if you're gonna listen to this before you play, just look up how good Buffalo's defense has been
Or
against the
don't,
Pats.
like whatever. You don't have
Look
to.
at it.
It's really whatever. It's honestly a
But he's
waste
got
of
it-
time to look it up.
He's got Sanders against Jacksonville, so I get that.
No, oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
He's got bad matchups this week, on top of him being a not as
Dirtier,
talented team.
yep, dirtier team. And we can kind of see the future.
We
a little
can
bit.
see the future, and the future looks really bright for Michael.
Future
Bailey.
looks like he should be wearing some sunglasses.
Yep.
That's right.
It's not a cloud in the sky, honestly.
Not a cloud in the sky.
But Royce Freeman against Jacksonville, ugh.
Here's the thing, I'm hoping like Lindsey gets stuff, so he'll have to go like he's the third down back Freeman kind of guy. 'Cause he's kind of been catching the ball a little bit lately. And then Philly Lindsey gets knocked down, and this is Freeman. It's like, I'll take this shit. I'm on my way to victory.
And really, you have that depth where you could play anyone else in
I
any
could
position
take
that
out
could
Woods
probably.
for somebody. Like I could throw in Hollywood. I could throw in John Ross.
I'm a fan of Hollywood Brown. I
like
think
Hollywood.
I was saying it earlier to Bailey and Derek,
Yeah.
but
He becomes an absolute stud. I'm buying his jersey. 'Cause I like buying rookie wide receiver jerseys. I've had Odell. I've had Tyreek. Bossy would love it.
Bossy would love it.
And,
Yeah.
I love Marquise Hollywood Brown.
All right.
I'll just start it off.
Yeah, you might as well start it off.
Yeah, I'm in a good position. I'm gonna win this week. I'm gonna go to 2-2 and prove myself that I am a
Better.
playoff fringe contending team.
I like how you said playoff fringe. You know where you belong.
I'm not in the dirty, but I'm definitely. I should be a playoff team.
Who do you think, Stu?
I was gonna let you go.
Oh, why? Well, thank you. You know, even though Adams had a great game, I think Burb is going to take this one.
You can't just say that without any backup.
Wow. Yeah. Let's.
Russell Wilson against Arizona. He will explode. He exploded last week.
What else has he done this year? He had one great week. What else has he done?
Yeah. What else has he done?
What else has he?
He's
He's
gonna.
doing okay.
Yeah, he's doing all right, I guess.
What if he puts up 20 points? Carson Wentz goes for about 20. Like, who cares? It's canceled out.
Let me
What
go
else
down
you
the
got?
list.
Okay, go down the list.
I am just not really much of a fan of Freeman, to be honest.
You're off to a great start with Burb. Go on, continue.
I think Hopkins is gonna have a comeback week. I don't really know about Dorsett. Zach Ertz did what he needed to do about.
I'm happy.
I bet you that-
10. I'm very okay with that.
Yeah, I think you should
I
add
don't-
more. You
Look
should
at-
add a touchdown
Look at the guy on
probably.
the left. He's probably gonna have a pretty good game, isn't he?
I don't know.
You don't know.
What?
He's the best tight end in the league.
It's
I'm
against
going
Detroit.
Burb.
Well, your whole
All right.
you
You have
have-
no argument against it just because you just hate my co-host.
You kind of argued against yourself and then just went for it anyway. I hope you know that.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
He does. He got some tough matchups. I think that Singletary will be back, and I think I'd rather play that. Hot take.
Hot take.
But I'm gonna go with my co-host because we get to see the future a little bit. That helps because
It's nice.
Adams looks nice. But
2 rounds.
it's gonna be probably
Don't make it
pretty
right.
close. I think it'll probably be pretty close. It looks projected like it shouldn't be, but I'm kind of on Derek's side where Russell Wilson probably will have a really good game again.
But he's not gonna have 40 points.
No, he's not gonna have 40 points. No, but he can have like 25,
All right.
Good.
which is pretty
Beats
good.
me, but-
Yeah. All right, let's move right along to. I would almost say like matchup of the week. You debate this or maybe the next one, but
That's why I put him down there.
John Pappas versus Sam Getty.
Two high-scoring teams, two very good cores. Since we can see the future,
Since we
Pappas.
see the future, he
Yeah.
plays for
Great
Aaron
play by
Rodgers, who has a great game.
Yep, thanks to Devontae mostly.
And
Martinez.
Blake
has
Martinez.
15 tackles.
We were saying that during the game. We're like, Jesus, Martinez is just everywhere.
Yeah.
I was comparing him to Luke Kuechly when we were watching the game on Thursday.
Yeah, he said that verbatim.
That's future talk, though. Sorry. Should stay in the present.
Yes.
Wednesday.
Yes. We just talked to Mart about an hour ago before this.
Martinez. Like, actually, I don't even think it's going to be that close.
I don't think so either. The projections don't say
I
either.
think that maybe Getty's projected a little too much.
I think so too. Cook and Diggs have such a tough matchup.
Both of them do, yes. And Getty relies a lot on that because he doesn't really have any
Yep.
depth.
He does not. Although he's making an attempt.
I appreciate him making an attempt.
So I don't know why he has Henderson, but
Well, when the season started, they thought he was going to be the...
well, he's not. So
Right. He should probably drop him. Hot take, Sam
Hot
Getty, if you
take.
listen. You don't, though.
He's gonna.
you think so?
I don't know.
Derek always has faith in
Make
him.
a bet that he won't.
Always.
We still see him on a regular basis, so...
Talk to him about it. Like, hey, we got this podcast. I don't heard about it.
Yeah,
Pretty good. It's getting
it's hard to
better.
get him to do anything.
Unbelievable.
That being said, I'm going to go with the guy that I've gone with every week, John Pappas. You have the team. Edelman's going to have a tough matchup, I think.
Is he really back? Like, what's up?
I like Lockett
I don't
against
know.
Arizona. I like McCaffrey versus Houston.
Questionable.
If Edelman doesn't play, do I say? Oof. Yeah, if Edelman doesn't play, he's kind of Chark. That's who's going to have to play, probably. Either way, I'm going Pappas. One of you?
I'm going Pappas.
And I'm gonna sweep it.
It's a sweep for John Pappas. Sorry, Sam Getty. I know you're probably sitting there thinking, I'm not listening to this, but that's a sweep for John Pappas.
Yes.
2 sweeps tonight. One for Paul, one for Pappas. Isn't that kind of funny?
Oh.
The contrast there, Pappas is number 1, Paul's number 12. And our 2 sweeps.
Paul Allen.
Paul Allen.
And game of the week again, maybe. I don't know. I think this is make or break. I mean, we both have, I think, pretty good.
Yeah,
No, it's not really. Yeah, we both. Never mind.
Good spots.
We're both good spots right now.
Teams are good.
It's me versus Bezic. Bezic changed his name to Ingram Toenail,
Pretty good.
Not bad.
and my name is Go Don't Go.
Go
And-
Dylan.
Go Dylan, go.
Is the name.
That team's gonna win a championship, so all I need to do is just make another bet to change my name again. That's what I'll
Nobody
do.
make
Double
bets.
down.
It's true.
To change my name. That's what I'll do. It's gonna be a tough matchup. I think that Mason Crosby getting 10 was kind of just, I guess, better than what I thought he was gonna get. He started out the game like hitting a bunch of
Oh yeah.
freaking field goals. I was like, God damn, he's gonna get like 14 points.
Would not. Well, I'm still not being very happy with a 10-point game.
You're right.
Now. Like I'm just like, come on, you kidding me? So right now, I would say even though you're projecting more, I think Bezic has the edge just by a 10-point kicking performance. Defense can go either way. I like Carrion over Montgomery this week. I guess I like Ebron a little bit over Hawkinson. It's kind of a wash. I like, I think the big backbreaker, really game, whatever you want to call it. Godwin versus Evans. Who gets more? Like,
Yeah, really. I didn't even think about that.
Godwin
But
gets,
yeah.
you know, this 25-point game and Evans gets 5, 6, 10. If anything,
Yeah.
Drew wins this game.
But if it's the other way, then it could go the other way.
Exactly,
Damn.
because both running backs are legit.
Chubb is facing Ingram too.
Hilarious. And same goes for
Oh wait,
Elliott
Alvin and Kamara.
Kamara.
Oh my God,
Hilarious.
that is crazy.
That's why I picked it for matchup of the week.
Of course. Bailey's strategic mind over here.
That's what I do.
Man,
This is a very
This
tough.
is a very tough matchup to call.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
man.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
Yeah,
I can't.
I'll take that.
I can't decide.
I think I got
You
one.
got a coin?
I got one. Yeah.
Well, we got a dollar over there.
Ooh, I got one.
Or just,
Yeah, just do the quarter.
All right, Derek, you first. So Bezic is heads, Strew is tails,
So just that's for me. Okay, so
and for me too, actually.
for
All right,
you two,
all right.
what? So this is gonna be the sweep.
I don't know. Probably could.
This is gonna. No, I'm just. You flip a coin for yourself.
All right, fine. I'm gonna. It just doesn't matter. Well, I don't even know the system.
We gotta get this.
Bezic heads, Strew tails. Strew wins.
Yes.
Bezic heads, Struve tails. It's Bezic.
Ooh.
Oh man.
You want to
want
flip a coin, Struve?
Yep, I will.
All right.
I'll be heads though, and Bezic's gonna be tails.
Ooh, kinky.
Best flip by far. Good flip.
Oh, goes with
good
himself.
man.
And I go with myself. And it's going to be a very close week. I'm excited. Yeah, it really will come down to that Sunday night game against Kamara and Elliott, probably. Oh, my God. And then, like, Godwin and Evans. We'll see what happens there. I'm excited. B is great matchup to look at. Can't wait to look at it next week. I appreciate everyone listening to the end here. I know we ramble a little bit, but thanks for
everyone that donates. We get a lot of
donations
on our page.
Yeah.
Page.
our Patreon page, the Shack Smack.
Yep.
You can donate if you'd like. We appreciate every dime.
We don't make many dimes, but every dime we get, we appreciate.
And it goes to a good cause. It goes to us, so.
Marcy's kind of giving me the look like she needs to go outside, so she should probably get out of here. Thanks
agree.
again for tuning in.
Let's do this.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Sometimes a fantasy is all you need.
Bossy's like, yes, now we can sleep.